was cool. I didn't know if you got notified that I was live streaming. I was like, what? You have notifications on? You have notifications on my channel? Hit the bell. We're streaming so late. Elvis Collado. Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Car Guy, 427. You have to get close.
It's difficult.
Jack O'Sullivan. What is up, guys? John. Thanks for pronouncing it right. Do most people say Collado? Elvis Collado. It's Collado. Dr. Bob's Nightmare Certified. T3 Bot. Hi, Degenerate Watch Lunatics. Chances Aviation. Yes, always. Patrick. Dude, it's so stupid. Yair, happy Purim. It's a Jewish holiday, by the way, guys, Purim, where we eat hamantashen, which is actually one of my favorite pastries ever. If any of you live in an area that has like a Jewish deli, they typically have hamantashen year round. Is this the Invicta chat room? I really freaking hope not. Wrist check. I'm wearing my SKX 311 with a Strapco gumball bracelet. I'm wearing actually probably the least expensive watch I own, which is this little... Okay, so when I ordered this, it wasn't even part of the Pro Trek series, but it is pretty much a Casio Pro Trek, and it's the twin sensor Casio. Has a digital compass and thermometer. It's has more functionality than your average G-Shock, to be perfectly honest. John says Jewish delis are the best. I'm telling you, get some hamantashen. Sammy, what wristwatch are you wearing? We're doing a wristwatch check.
Nothing right now.
What do you normally wear?
An Apple Watch. Show them your other wrist.
Oh, my whoop strap. Does anybody have experience with these? Latka life. Who's the supermodel behind you?
Where?
So we hit 100 viewers right now. So we do a wristwatch check every time it ticks to 100. So chat, you guys have to tell us what you're wearing, and I will judge you. I will roast each and every one of you, and make fun of your various wristwatch choices. Also, there are a few thousand people that will end up watching this after the fact. So we always have to go into the time machine and say hello from the past. Hello to the future from the past. We love you. We see you. Chat, please wave. We understand people can't be here during the live segment, and that's perfectly fine. But we'd prefer if you were. But we weren't even on time today, so I don't blame you guys. Elvis is wearing a PRX. His wife got him for his birthday. Car Guy currently wearing new to me JDM Citizen Wing Sports 100 meter. John, a Certina DS4, which is actually something that I have recommended since pretty early on my channel, actually. Jocko Sullivan is wearing a Citizen ProMaster, Altacron, Maverick, Seiko SKX 009, Army Green NATO, Stano, Certina DS Action Diver. What color? Let me extend this leg, please. Oh. Dr. Bob's Nightmare. Daily SBDX 023 Marine Master. It's plus 5 seconds since daylight savings. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. Since wearing this whoop strap, I feel like it's, or whoop. Guys, is it whoop or whoop?
I think it's whoop.
Once she said whoop, I realized because it's like opening up a can of whoop ass. You know what I mean? I'm going to whoop your ass. You're going to whoop yourself. I feel like it is whoop. But I've been wearing this since the 3.0, and I always used to say whoop. But now I realize it's probably whoop. Anyway, ever since wearing this, oh my, I just saw you. That's so funny.
You should have said hi.
Yeah, you should have said hi, dude. We were just stopping in there to get some coffee. What was I saying? Oh, ever since wearing this, I feel like it opened up a bunch of wristwatch options for me, because typically I'll wear whatever watch I wear, like throughout the day, and I might be wearing a tie or something, so that I'm probably wearing, you know, a more traditional watch, not necessarily a dress watch, but something analog. And then I would always switch to my G-Shock, the GBDH 2000, because it had the sensors on it that would tether to the phone app and everything. But then I realized that it was really limiting me when it comes to watches that I want to wear day to day. And so, for instance, like yesterday, I wore my Doxa at the gym. The day before that, I got to wear this Casio twin sensor. So it's just fun to be able to wear various watches and not be tied down to a specific watch every time you go to the gym. So wearing this whoop strap, it kind of makes it easy to track everything 24/7. And I'm actually going to be posting my stats on Whoop here on YouTube, so I can show you guys kind of what that interface looks like. Andy says, "Hello, dear boy. Greetings from London, England." Andy, what is going on, dude? How's life in LA? How is life in LA, babe?
Life is okay.
Life is good for us, but
the place is okay.
In general, it's. I wouldn't really even say okay. It's pretty bad, honestly.
I mean, we have good weather, but...
Yeah, you know what's frustrating? And I've said this in live streams before. Whenever you talk to people, it's kind of like the typical, you know how like there's preset things that people say just as like pleasantries? So for instance, in Los Angeles, when it rains, like when you see someone and it's raining out in LA and you choose to talk, the preset conversation is like, oh, well, you know, we needed that. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, we needed that. Yes. All right, have a good day. And then you leave. That's if you talk to someone. But LA is not very social, by the way. So I come from New England, where if you're walking down the street, you look at people, you nod, hey, how are you? Have a good day, blah, blah, blah. Even in Boston gets a bad rap for people like barking at each other. But Boston isn't New York, you know what I mean? In New York, you say, hi, how are you? And someone will be like, I'm walking it. Get it. Boston's much better than that, by the way. I'm obviously biased. But anyway, East Coast, pretty social, probably because it's a much smaller area and people are, you know, used to smaller communities. LA, you look at someone, even if you nod at them, they'll be like, what's up?
You got a problem?
You got a problem? Yeah, and then it's an issue. But if you do talk to them, and for instance, it's raining, then the typical thing is like, oh, yeah, we really needed that. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Well, the truth is, one of my presets when it comes to like the city as a whole with other people is like, oh, well, you know, yeah, like you'll hear of a crime happening. And it's like, yeah, well, you know, it's LA, but that's what we pay for. We pay all these taxes for the great weather, though. You know what I mean? And like you hear of another stabbing, or you hear of another shooting, or you hear of another crazy robbery car chase, or like some more terrible like drug encampments. And then our like preset is, oh, well, you know, like that's what we pay for here is just the beautiful weather. And it's like, well, yeah, but it's getting kind of bad enough now that preset like conversation dialogue choice, it's like I don't think the good weather is cutting it anymore. Do you know what I mean? Watch display. One of my earliest members of my watch fam. He's a bro. He says, I'm honestly not a huge fan of LA. However, I'm in Florida and it's not much better. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Coming from someone who spent a lot of time in Florida and in LA, Florida's much better. Florida's much better. Florida has its own issues, for sure. It's much better than LA. John says, DC, same thing, unfortunately. Worst crime in 20 years. Yeah. Sweater weather. It is kind of sweater weather today, actually.
It's raining today.
It was raining today,
The
but
sun came out right now.
it's sunny now, but the nice thing that I like is this is like that perfect medium where it's rainy, but you could walk outside with a t-shirt. It's like cool, but not freezing, and it's not also like crazy hot. People think you're weird if you say hello to them in London. Yeah, in London it's like, it's Tuesday, isn't it? And then you just get shanked, right? Like, beans on toast, yeah? And someone's like, what you say? Well, at least our schools aren't like a level of Call of Duty, isn't it? Andy, hey guys, weather in Ireland. Oh, wait. I didn't realize we had an Irishman.
Showtime.
Hi guys, weather in Ireland is changeable in March. Dublin has a social thing though. I love seeing people living here becoming like Irish people and the gossip and small talk. Dr. Bob's Nightmare Certified Teeth Rat. You can't smile at strangers and say hello in California because everything. Yeah, it's true. It is true. By the way, if any of you out there want to subscribe to my new channel, it's youtube.com/@canweusethатword. Okay? youtube.com/@ the @ sign. Can we use that word? I've already had an episode deleted. YouTube does not want me talking about the things I'm talking about over there. If you want to have some fun, go subscribe over there and support me. Thank you. Andy, he's from London, he says, rainy over here. Girlfriend took the R8 for the day, left me with the Yaris. Andy's a car guy.
I don't know what those cars are.
Well, an R8 is that really expensive Audi supercar, and a Yaris is a Toyota. Andy OC, he's we got a Londoner and an Irishman. Behave. The Andy OC says, bought a Longines Hydro Chris last week. You killed a Midlands accent, bro. You need to move here and drink some stout. Mostly harmless. Certified Teeth Rot says, Sammy, what do they call a cigar in England? Rhymes with... Dude, don't say it! Do not say it! Do not say it!
Is it 3 words or 3 letters?
Oh, yeah. 3 words. Ray, I'm Ariana Grande. Congratulations. Kyle Driscoll Music. T3 got a new YouTube talking about anime titties. Dude, I'm actually going to do power rankings of anime titties on that channel. I would show you the back of this shirt. Okay, so I've worn this shirt before on live streams, and people are like, I can't believe you're wearing a pentagram. Dude, I'm a observant Jew. This means nothing to me. I think it's funny. The back of the shirt is way worse. The back of the shirt will actually get me probably banned on YouTube, so I can't wear it. But it has to do with anime titties. So, and I'm only dressing like this fairly casually because we were having an athletic morning, power walking, getting coffee, eating nachos.
Balance.
It's a balance. John says, we got some Brits in here to class up the place. Thank God. Us stupid Americans. Josue, you look happy with your girl. I'm happy for you. Thank you. Thank you so much, dude. I hope I pronounced your name right. When I was I'm going to give you some background. I'm going to give you some background. Are you guys familiar with the Groundlings? It's a comedy improv school, and pretty much all the people from SNL went there. So like Will Ferrell, like all the big names, right? They all went to the Groundlings. Well, I auditioned there. This was before I was the time teller, and I actually made it into the advanced level of the Groundlings school. Like this is where like Will Ferrell and all the comedy greats went. And in my little troupe, like there was someone named Josue, and he spelled it like yours. So I'm hoping that I pronounced it properly. And it's not Josu. If it's Josu, I'm sorry.
I've never heard that.
But you've heard of Josue, right?
Yeah, but not
Yeah.
Josu.
As long as the pentagram is kosher. Yes. Icy Productions. Hi.
I'm with
Ray Ray
Justin.
says I'm with Justin Bieber. Congratulations, dude. Didn't they say that they're Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
John says, "Oh, nice. That's some bragging rights." T3. Yeah, I'm proud of that. My mom's like, "Why didn't you do more with it?" But come on, I'm using my comedy chops on the Time Teller channel. All right.
Still applicable.
Oh, Brian J. Kelly.
Wait,
Brian J. Kelly.
Josue English is Joshua.
Oh, perfect. Oh, he gave me the thumbs up, so I suppose that I'm pronouncing it correctly.
It's not Josu.
What did Brian J. Kelly from Ireland? Ismail, hi.
Hi.
Chucky, what is perfection? A man, or being that says he's perfect, simply repeating. Therefore, what is real perfection? I don't need a perfection. I just want to be.
He's obsessed with 2 songs right now, and that's one of them.
Your lady has a beautiful smile. She has a beautiful everything. Blue Star, don't have a good day. Have a great day. Dude, I love it when people are nice aggressively so. Do you know what I mean? I hope that you enjoy yourself today. It's like, I don't know if they're happy for me or angry.
It's like when I
Gracie
say,
says that we're cute.
It's like when I say, "Who made this?"
Who made, yeah. Whenever Sammy eats something good,
No, drinks.
or drinks something good, she'll lean to me. Like if we get a coffee somewhere, she'll like stir it and drink it, and then she'll lean to me and she'll go, "Who made this? Who made this?"
so good.
Because it's good. Gracie. Sarah says you're pretty.
Thank you.
I assume she's talking about you.
Maybe
Lucy
you.
says hi.
Wait, you missed some stuff.
I'm sure I missed a lot. I'm scrolling.
If you were a WWE wrestler, what would your name be?
I would say like the Hebrew Hammer. That would make me happy. The Hebrew Hammer always like sounded cool to me.
Something with bear in it.
The Bear Jew, but that's also taken.
There's a wrestler named Bear Jew?
Igor says my Asian wife is beautiful.
I'm sure she's
I don't
beautiful.
believe you. I'm kidding. You remind me of my drum teacher Sam. I don't need a perfection. I just want to be your friend. Pancake, waffle, or French? Oh, dude.
Where?
No, they're asking us to
Oh.
choose. So
Pancakes, waffles, or French
I love all of those. Sammy knows if there's one thing that I will eat like 24/7, and I obviously do not turn away food, but if there's one like category of food that I will eat 24/7, it's breakfast foods. So I love pancakes, but waffles, like a good waffle is better than good pancakes in my opinion. She does not like waffles. But I'm going to tell you something. JP says don't eat me. Well, if you're breakfast food, then you better watch out. My hometown, okay, right next to it, there's a place called Parker's Maple Barn in New Hampshire. It's in Mason, New Hampshire. And they have the best French toast ever. Ever. So, if it's between Parker's Maple Barn French toast and then like pancakes or waffles, then French toast. Period. I don't need no perfection. I just wanna be. What's my go-to genre? Brian Kelly asks.
Metal
Yeah, metal probably.
or rap.
It's either like metal or like gangster rap. But like for instance, I was just listening to Waking the Cadaver. Excuse me. I don't know if you guys know that.
But right
band.
now he's obsessed with 2 songs only.
Yeah.
I had to hear it all night. Bacon, sausage, or ham? Sausage.
I'm edging. Oh! All this breakfast food got me acting. How did I get into watches? Were you always drawn to them? So it was actually because of my dad. So my dad's a physician, and I don't know if you know this, but a lot of doctors wear watches, and he got into it. I don't know when exactly he got into it, but he had a very cool watch collection as I was growing up, and every a wristwatch was just something that I always associated with my dad. And the truth is, I didn't really uh, purchase myself a watch until I was in like my 20s. I didn't like spend money on a watch for myself until I was in my 20s. And it's because the watches that I would see my dad wear, they were expensive. They're like Rolex. And so I was like, well, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to be a doctor, so I don't know if I can I don't know if I should even get into this hobby. But I always found it so interesting. My dad would always teach me little things about them. And so finally, and he gave me my first automatic watch when I was 8. I have the Hamilton 9721. So I was always wearing watches, but it wasn't until I pulled the trigger pretty much on my Seiko SKX that really broke the seal and got me into collecting for myself. And I realized that you don't need to spend big money on watches to get more. It's like the whole bang for buck argument, right? So I didn't need to necessarily enter the hobby wearing the watches that like my dad wore, right? So that was also what kind of led me to targeting and creating the kind of content that I make for this channel, which is you can enter the hobby and enjoy yourself, and you don't have to spend very big money on it. He's more fat than sinful. Here's the thing, Marcus. I try to stay slender. I try to stay trim and slim, but every time I hang out with your mom, she bakes me a cake. Greetings from Singapore. Are you Jory or Jody? He's a subscriber of mine. Jody is another. Jody is the host of Just One More Watch. And the funny thing is, a lot of people when they type in my name on YouTube, their like iPhone corrects it to Jody. And so people are writing to me, but it's like they're commenting on Jody's channel. You can't be the time teller and not be into watches. I pretty much had no choice. Dude, it's a problem. Andy, cars, high-end, high-buy, and watch is the holy trinity. See, the issue, and this is something I didn't realize until I became older. Why does everything have to cost money, dude? Like, why does everything have to cost money? Because all the hobbies that I ended up being interested in are very expensive. So, cars, watches, it's like, it's very frustrating. Did I eat a lot of cake batter as a child? So much, dude. So much. I don't wanna be bad. Wow, a lot of negative bleep on this. That's sad. You're a decent dude. It's all good, dude. When you voluntarily put yourself online, you are going to interact with some of the best people, but you also get a very large percentage of like the bottom of the barrel. And people that show up and get enjoyment by like blasting just like they're shit posters, right? And I get it. It's like fun. It's like quirky. It's the equivalent. It's equivalent to like scribbling on the wall of like a public bathroom stall, right? So people that get enjoyment from that, I I think it used to derail me a little bit when I first started out, but I realized that these people, the second I turn off my live stream, I'm going to jump into my Porsche, my M3, my AMG, my Land Rover, going to hang out with my beautiful woman, going to go out and get a nice meal, and I'm just going to enjoy my life. They, unfortunately, have only gotten satisfaction from writing, stupid stuff on some random guy's uh, live stream. So if this is the enjoyment that they can have, I'm happy to give it to them. But what I'm trying to say is we should kind of pity them. But it's all good. Rion is giving us a lot of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
What do I think of Skirfa watches? I never heard of them. Wu-Tang Clan. Mostly harmless. You should have listened to yourself in the future. Don't start watch collecting. I'm telling you guys, do not start watch collecting. Jory claps your mom's booty cheeks for cake. Amen. Clip that, please. John, good mindset, Jory. Andy, these hobbies aren't cheap. That's why we work hard, old man. You're 100% correct. And you know what? It's kind of like it's a vicious cycle because you get into a hobby and you realize it costs money. So you start working harder to get yourself like deeper into the hobby, but then you learn that there's like more stuff. And so then you work harder to get more stuff, and then like it's cyclical. What's the snake that keeps eating its own tail? I forgot. What would you say is a common female hobby that is like that? Sammy's into like into like fitness clothing. That's like your main
Yeah.
and like skincare. So bag collecting. I think some girls are really into purses.
Shoes.
Yeah. Alexander says bags. A lot of people say bags. I don't need no perfection. I just wanna be right. Yeah, that was easy. Andy, when a brand says Swiss made, is it 50% made in oh my god, Switzerland or just BS? So I'm going to tell you. Now, these percentages and what actually qualifies as Swiss or Swiss made has changed throughout the years, but I'm going to tell you my understanding currently. For something to be Swiss made, over 50% of the watch's value has to be of Swiss origin. That's kind of vague and loaded still, right? 50% of the watch's value has to be of Swiss origin. So what does that mean? Well, technically it means that the watch case, the crystal, and certain other components can be from China. But as long as they have assessed that 50% or more of the value of the watch has been of Swiss origin, so let's say that the case, the crystal, the crown, and the jewels are Chinese, but the 99% of the movement's components are of Swiss origin, and that movement is worth more than those other components that aren't Swiss, well then guess what? It's Swiss made. But one thing that gets people confused is when something says Swiss made, it does not mean that 100% of the watch's components originate from Switzerland. Dear Artifact says, Jory, I've always really enjoyed your delivery. You bring a lot of fun to an otherwise stiff hobby. Keep it up, man. I'm into fitness clothing in my mouth. That's the whole joke. When I met Sammy at the gym, I was like, do you like pizza? And she's like, I guess. And I'm like, how about a pizza this? I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. My mom watches my channel. Okay, so Dear Artifact had a really nice comment saying that I bring a lot of fun to an otherwise stiff hobby. And that's another thing that I wanted to do with this channel, is to show that you can enjoy things and not take them super seriously. Now, this has been kind of a double-edged sword, because it's allowed me to have fun producing the content that I like to produce, but it has also somewhat limited my growth and my reach in this hobby. A lot of other channels that have much faster growth than me and that have much farther reach than me are more kind of catered to the orologist, the kind of middle of the road watch enthusiast who really only cares about the specs and then like what the watch is. I've always tried to have fun with whatever I am talking about, whether it be kind of injecting my own personal opinions and doing some bits and having some fun. And I understand that that's not going to be for everyone. So, do I have the fastest growing channel? Absolutely not. At one point, I did. When I first came on the scene in 2017, I had like pretty much the fastest growing wristwatch channel. Now, a bunch of the other dudes have surpassed me, and I'm very, very happy for them. But do I have the farthest reach with each of my pieces of content? Absolutely not. For sure, I do not get the highest views. Do I have the most fun producing content, and do I have the funnest viewer base? 1000%. So I'm here for the quality, not necessarily the quantity. And if more people want to join in and have fun with us, then that's fine. But I do appreciate people saying that they gain a little bit of joy from my content delivery. That makes it all worth it, for sure. John says 50% of the reason I watch this channel is the entertainment and the beard. The watch fetish. That's what my channel should have been called.
The watch fetish?
Yeah. The other YouTubers don't have their own store. Yeah, Teddy does. So that's I'm proud of him as well, for sure. Teddy is crushing it. But if you want to support my store, TimeTellerShop.com, check it out. Use coupon code LUCKY. But I will warn you, I'm going to do a price cut after this live stream. So if you're watching this in the future, you should check it out. Use the coupon code LUCKY, because I'm doing a price cut over there. Beard life. I'm gonna give you a little insight. It's not X-rated. It's a little bit intimate, and it's from when Sammy and I first started dating. Before we even kissed, do you know her main not rejection, but her main I don't know, I guess she was concern. A bit concerned. She says, I've never kissed a guy with a beard before. And I was like, well,
No, he says, well, try.
Yeah. I was like, well, try. I don't know what to tell you. Andy says, controversial. You do great reviews, but so does TGV. TGV is the urban gentry, who you could argue is like the founding father of like watch reviewers. He was like the first real like YouTuber to do watch stuff. Is he a waffler or legit? Asking for a gossiping Irishman. I'm gonna be honest. He was not a channel that I consumed much content from. And I don't have anything against him, and I never disliked him or the content that he produced or does produce. What I will say is the kind of content he produces is not the kind of content that I enjoy watching. I do like some of the little bits and gags that he does throw in when he chooses to, like when he had that little T-Rex that he would sometimes throw in. His editing's very good. And, I'm not here to tell you if anyone's opinion is valid or not, because I think if you have an opinion, it's your right to talk about whatever the heck you want to talk about, how you want to talk about it. So, is he a waffler? That's kind of like a term across the pond for someone who just talks and talks. I don't really know, because I guess you could make the argument that I'm very much a waffler. Is he legit? Yeah, I think he's legit. Like, who's to say he isn't? You know what I mean? He's just another guy giving his opinions about watches, and whether you like him or not, you do have to acknowledge what he has done for watch media on YouTube. So, like, I'm always gonna respect him for that. Andy says, yes, you're a lot of fun. I'm 60 and feel 30 and drive like I'm in my 20s. Amen, dude. Amen. You can waffle once in a while. Deal. You're giving me the authority to once in a while be a waffler. You ever want to style your beard? So when I go to the barber shop, I have it like lined up and everything, and I have beard oil. I don't often put it in though. To be precise, you're only here to tell the time. And he says, thanks. You and Teddy do great stuff. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, Teddy's a great guy as well. You know, I think when you reach a certain level of success, you become a target for people who just want to complain about you. And I think TGV has obviously reached a certain level of success being on YouTube, that people are only able to complain about you if they know who you are. So by definition, if a lot of people know who you are, then more people are going to complain about you. So I think people often, TGV was an easy person to complain about. You go on Reddit and you type my name in, oh my God, people have the craziest conspiracy theories about me. And oh my dude, one of my favorite things that people have told me, they've sent me screenshots of Reddit. There's a theory that my Porsche is my dad's car.
What?
Yeah, my 911's my dad's, apparently.
Wow.
But you know what? It's fine. It's their right to say whatever the heck they want to say. And then, people complain about Teddy as well, but you can't deny, like, look at everything Teddy's accomplished. Look at everything TGV's accomplished. Look at, like, all these guys. We're all just kind of trying to work and find our way here and make something with the content that we're producing. And I just think that now that I am on a certain side of it, I understand that the more eyes you have on you, the more people are inevitably, going to want to complain about something, and that's totally fine. Hakan says, yes, I'm Jory's dad. That car is mine. Give it back soon, son. Dad. T3 is the beefiest watch reviewer. That, I think, is undeniable. What's my favorite player in cricket? Oh my gosh, I don't watch that sport. It's just kind of like a fruity version of baseball, dude. Just watch baseball, bro. I'm reading comments, guys. If I'm silent, it's because I'm scrolling up. Someone asked me about a luxury version of a Casio AE1200. That's hard. I don't know what that watch is off the top of my head. I went to a kid's birthday party in Mexico once and embarrassed myself by eating all the pizza. I didn't know there was like one slice per child. That's something I would have done.
Espresso or Americano?
Espresso or Americano?
Espresso.
Did you say espresso?
Yeah, but then I corrected
Oh my God, we're gonna get roasted.
Well,
All right, guys, I'm ending live stream. I'm just kidding. Probably I like espresso, honestly.
Yeah.
Just a good espresso. Do I like baseball? I used to watch it before every part of our media got overly politicized and everything. Regarding baseball, your team, the Red Sox, yes, they're the Red Sox for sure. 4 out of 10 white guy, Asian.
That's
Accurate, totally accurate. But I'm the one with the Asian wife, and you're not, so it's all good. Tristiano's pretty cool. It's regimented, presenting style. It's clear and concise. He's a bit of a style reviewer too. Yeah, Theo and Harris. I've actually never interacted with them, but one thing I really like about him, Tristiano, is he really appreciates vintage watches. He's a young dude that I'm pretty positive is younger than me, and he has a really deep appreciation for the vintage pieces, and I think that's awesome. I stopped watching baseball after the Astros got caught cheating. Yeah, that's insane, dude. And I think Tristiano got a wait. Tristiano, is that TGV? Or that's TGV, right? Theo and Harris, that's Christian. Okay. I swapped the names in my head. Theo and Harris. Christian is his name, correct? Someone correct me in the comment section. He has a really deep appreciation for vintage. I'm so confused with the names right now, guys. Christian is actually Theo. Okay, perfect. Christian is who I was referring to, my bad. He has a really deep appreciation for vintage pieces, and that's one thing that I really, really appreciate. And I believe he got himself an E30, which is really cool. Dr. Bob's Nightmare. I'm Asian. The whole Asian wife thing is mind-boggling. Why are you guys crazy? I'm pretty crazy. Crazy about Asian girls. You feel me?
girls.
Girls? Okay, I'm leaving. Michael and Christian are both named Theo. Huge car guy here. What's the next car you're interested in? She's probably annoyed with me talking about cars by now, huh?
I'm not.
I don't know. What's one that I talk about a whole lot? Guys, don't be bothered, guys, because it's what did we just finish saying? The more eyes you have on you, the more idiots you're going to have. Z06 C8, it's pretty dope. I don't even know, man.
You haven't talked about a new car. You talk about what you want to do with your other ones.
Here's the thing. I've been enjoying my AMG so much that's kind of what I've been focused on. So I haven't really been focused on another car. Here's one thing I will say. Every time I see a Porsche Taycan, I'm like, you know what? That would be the only EV I buy. So I would say that's yeah, that's not one I'm going to buy. Don't worry, I will not drive an EV. But if I had to drive an EV, yeah, I don't know why. I think Tristiano, it's because I was thinking of Christian. And then, but yes, Tristiano is TGV. Christian is Theo and Harris. (1988) M6 Alpina. Dude, some of the old Alpina BMWs are so nasty. Do I like McDonald's? Love McDonald's. I don't know if this is supposed to be a put down. McDonald's is delicious.
I love McDonald's too.
500E, dude. 500E people say is like the proto Panamera because it was pretty much manufactured mostly by Porsche. Awesome car, Mercedes 500E. Not to be confused with an E500. Do I smoke cigars or anything naughty? I do not smoke. I wonder how many chins you have under that beard. More than one, but less than 4.
His name is Fat Slob.
Yeah, it's
Troll.
of course, babe. But it's like if they're having enjoyment from this, we have to have fun with it as well. It's not like they act like they are the only trolls I've ever encountered online. This is pretty par for the course. Pocket watch time. I love McDonald's not because it's good because it's McDonald's. McDonald's has a time and place.
I just read a poem.
McDonald's serves breakfast sandwiches all day. That's good. Not here. Not here, unfortunately. McDonald's is about the price of a gourmet meal. I don't care what anybody says. Fish fillets and McGriddles, not together. The fish fillet, comma, and a McGriddle are the 2 best fast food sandwiches pretty much like ever. Okay? That's going to be very controversial. Christian says we never had a McRib here. I feel so bad for you, bro. Remember when they like freaked us out by saying the McRib would never return, and then like 4 months later it returned? Anyway, guys, we've been here for almost an hour. I will catch you on the next one. I love you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Get out of your comfort zone. Tell yourself you love yourself, and tell people around you that you love them, because that's important. Okay, I'll start it off. I love you, babe.
I love you too.
And I love you guys. Have a great one. I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman. The time telling, always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.